Hi, Greg. This is Scott. Over.
Good evening, Scott. This is Greg Perlzer from Media Zones. We're broadcasting live from Progressive Networks here in Seattle, Washington. Over.
Fantastic. Well, everything's going great. Everybody's having varying degrees of difficulties with the climb, but on the whole, the mood is good, and it looks like we're on schedule.
Have you climbed Mount Kilimanjaro before, Scott? Over.
Yes, this is my fourth climb on Kilimanjaro, and I have been successful on every attempt, and I'm real confident that we as a team are going to be able to get it on this attempt also. Over.
Can you give our listening audience a little background on where you are, the scenery, and what the rest of the climb has in store for you? Over.
Okay, right now Kilimanjaro is over 19,000 feet, and it lies 3 degrees south of the equator. And so we start our climb at 6,800 feet, and our climb takes us through 5 different ecozones. We go through the forest, onto the moorlands of savanna, and up into the land of ice, rock, and snow. And it's a really unique environment being on the equator, and yet our final camp is going to be on snow in the glaciers inside the crater rim. So actually what we've done so far is just the beginning. Our big day is still 2-3 days ahead of us, and we're going to go from a camp at 16,000 feet to a camp over 18,000 feet, not on the summit of Kilimanjaro. Kilimanjaro, being an extinct volcano, has a very large crater, and we'll be camping inside the crater, and then the following morning we'll make our final ascent up to the true summit, which is called Uhuru of Kilimanjaro, the top of Africa. Over.
That sounds quite exciting. What does tomorrow have in store for you? Over.
Tomorrow is actually a relatively casual day. Right now we're at somewhere around 11,000 feet, and we're going to gain approximately 1,000 feet, and this is an excellent elevation for our bodies to get used to. So we're going to spend 2 days at 11,000, 12,000 feet, and that's just going to build up our red blood cells so that they'll be able to carry more oxygen for us to go higher and higher onto the mountain. So these 2 days are actually critical to our success. The way that we're climbing Kilimanjaro is a little bit longer than many people climb Kilimanjaro, but because we take that extra time, we are really increasing our chance of success. Most people climb the other side of the mountain, so it's more populous, and those people, in addition to sort of being with the hordes that attempt to climb Kilimanjaro, on the whole don't have near the success that I expect us to have. Over.
Scott, you lead climbs, and with your company, Mountain Madness, throughout the world, and in many instances throughout the developing world. How have your personal experiences and your climbing effort raising awareness for care, could you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, I was approached by Peter Bloomquist of CARE. I think many people can visualize the analogy that climbing has to actually setting a goal and working together as a team to reach that goal. And so Peter and I got together and came up with this mountain here in, we'll call it deepest, darkest Africa, where CARE actually does a lot of their work. And we have CARE representatives from several of the countries around the world, and we are teamed up together with a common goal to reach the summit of Kilimanjaro and to celebrate CARE's 50th anniversary. And I think that this is a fine example of what working together and working for your goal can do.